Yo guys, what is going on? This is Yorkie Man here, and in this episode we try and stop this horrible run of form we've managed to get ourselves in. And you can see people are coming in left, right and centre for Danny Ings, and it's extremely frustrating right now for me. There's not much we can do about it. He's a highly wanted man, but not for the amount of money that I'd be expecting for him. He's far too valuable for us. But in this game we're up against Tottenham, and we technically are out with the relegation zone on a goal difference. And this, for me, is a little bit worrying. And Tottenham is not the kind of game you want to be playing when you are just, and I mean bare bones, skin of your teeth out of the relegation zone. You know, Tottenham's always going to be a tough game to play, and we're not having much joy on the game at the minute, to be fair. We are being outclassed as Adebayor goes in and scores there and makes it 1-0 to Tottenham. We've been outclassed the whole season. To be fair, we probably should be in the, Championship next year, because we've just been awful. And I mean, for highlights in this episode, I struggled. Snow is tough. You don't get many highlights when you played in snow. There's just not much going on. But I mean, it allows us to fly through another 3 games pretty quickly and progress this series as quick as possible. I mean, he's still in this first season, but it's been intense for me. I mean, I don't know for you as viewers, but this is so difficult. Being Burnley, life as Burnley is not fun. Did we sign well? Badu and Campbell have been fantastic. There'll be players that will be in the club, I would imagine, for me, for the next 2, 3, 4 seasons, depending however long this goes on, but I intend for it to go on for a long time. But yeah, we needed more. We needed more depth. But coming up after that, we have an FA Cup game against York City, and I was hoping that, okay, it's FA Cup, it's York, we should manage to get the win. And in this, I am just going to show the goals for the FA Cup games, and as you can imagine, if I'm just showing the goals, then this means that they went 1 up. I mean, it was a fluky goal, but we pushed, and York is a game that we should be winning quite easily. Vokes gets pretty lucky there with this goal. I mean, it is a stroke of luck, but when we're playing the way that we're playing, I'm pretty accepting of that stroke of luck, and I'll happily take it. And Vokes goes through again there straight away, straight on the kick-off, and in your face, York City. Vokes has impressed me from using him recently, and has made me happy. But we win that game 2-1, and it's a good feeling to get a win. But when it's come from the FA Cup, it wasn't massively convincing, and we need to be picking up these convincing wins now, I think, because it's really in tough territory. I mean, we come up against Crystal Palace here, who aren't far ahead of us, but we know many more losses, and we are going to be heavily in that relegation zone, and we're going to be on for a real intense battle up now to the end of the season, because we're starting to really plough full the season. We're past halfway stage, and it's going to be a real tough ask. I mean, Danny Ings probably should have scored there, but it's going to be a tough ask, guys. Crystal Palace, by any means, though, have quite a strong squad. I like their squad. I think Pulis going is a bit of a shame, as Bannon goes in and scores against us there. It was a bit of a shame with him going and Warnock coming in, but I mean, they're doing well. I've just watched them beat Liverpool. Yo, Campbell. I've just watched them beat Liverpool, didn't they? So, I mean, they're still doing well, but Tony Pulis really built, a stern side there that were very unforgiving. But in this game, they were tough. They were tough to break down. They really had men behind the ball, and as soon as they scored, I knew it was going to be that case, that they would, in some ways part the bus. But I mean, when they came forward, I was just struggling with them. They were outnumbering me on the attack. They were sending that many men forward that they were outnumbering me. And Shamat there, you cannot stop that. That was always going to be a goal. There was no way we could stop that. And then, this mistake here from Campbell and Zaha, then nipping it in and taking it off a long. I mean, these are costly situations that we're putting ourselves in with poor play. Campbell takes a free kick right at the end of the game. I just put this in because I'm getting closer and closer with these free kicks to scoring. But that's pretty much it for the episode. And again, another disappointing episode. You've seen, a one victory, but it was FA Cup against York, and then 2 defeats in the league and bad defeats in the league. We really, really need to turn ourselves around if we're, gonna do anything. But we bring in Vaz Tay, and that's it, guys. Cheers.